Ladies and gentlemen, he goes by many names: NBZ, NBZ, the creator of Five Guys and a Gigalith, or even that British guy with the Altaria hair. But it is in fact that guy that I have this battle against. Yep, that's NBZ, and if you didn't get that, so I had a battle against NBZ on a stream, which is pretty cool. And as you can see by the title, it's actually an Ubers battle, which is cool because I suck at Ubers, and that's fine. And I kind of skipped over the team preview because, I generally bring like the same stuff to Ubers every time. It's usually Sun with Specs Reshiram, and I threw a Blissey in there just because, Blissey is a pretty good counter, or not really a counter, I don't know. It's like a check to most Reshirams, because really nothing can take either both a Blue Flare and a Draco from a Reshiram. So Blissey's just it's just a special wall. He actually gets a crit here, which does kind of matter, as you're gonna see later. Like yeah, it would help me take more hits. I mean, I do have recovery, but I do pull a double switch here, expecting him to go into his Groudon, I believe. And I go into, or I don't think I was predicting Groudon. I was predicting something. I don't know. I had this battle a little while ago, so I'm not exactly sure what I was predicting. But I just decided to go into Groudon because I figured he might go into a physical attacker. Just to do something, to threaten my Blissey and ground my physical wall. So now I go into Reshiram expecting him to get Rocks Up, but he predicts me to get Rocks Up too, which is kind of funny. So we both go into our, some rock weak things that don't want to get it in before rocks. But he actually gets the better end of the stick there because he actually has Ho-Oh, which could easily kill me with a Brave Bird, or even Earthquake would definitely take me out, but Brave Bird would too. So he goes for the Earthquake, gets another crit, which is like, it's annoying, but not really too big a deal since I do have Rest on this guy. Unfortunately, I did miss Savid, and for some reason I gave it Shadow Force over Sleep Talk. That I don't know really. So Giratina not going to be too useful this game. Just going to go for the Dragon Tail, want to phase him out. And looks like he's about at half, so if he can get Rocks Up before he switches back in, that'll be really great, because then he'll be dead. But now, I Dragon Tail him into Giratina, which isn't great, because he does have the Dragon Claw. That's going to bring me really low, but I figure I can just Will-O-Wisp this thing, get it burned, so it's not really that big a threat anymore, and that way I can, slowly wither it down. I do also have the Rest on this guy, but since he outsped me last turn, I'm going to want to, switch out so I don't die, obviously. So I'm going to go into Reshiram, expecting maybe Stealth Rocks, I think, because I figured he would predict me not to want to stand, and it was a free opportunity to get Stealth Rocks up, so I figured he would do that instead. So I go into Reshiram, and now I'm free to fire off like a Draco or a Blue Flare on anything. He actually just leaves this thing in for Death Fodder, which is great too, because now I kill his Groudon, so let's, one poke out of the way, and that's awesome. So that's gonna kill his Groudon easily, because I am Specs and Reshiram Groudon. Unless he's running like specially defensive Groudon, he's not gonna be able to take that. I also could have gone for the Blue Flare, but Draco does have higher accuracy, and if he wanted to switch and do his Ho-Oh, I could just Draco that. But now I go for another Draco. I was thinking maybe it could kill, because I know I am Specs, but no, he lives with a smidgen. Ugh. And I am running Modest, so there's really no boost I could have done to, make that hit harder, so, whatever, it's fine. He's gonna roost up, and now I have to switch out, because my Dracos are gonna be doing, like, a quarter, less than a quarter, so it's really not beneficial for me to stay in, because he's just gonna keep on roosting up, and he'll be back at full anyways. So I just go into Groudon, and I just want to get my Rocks Up here, because I don't like this Ho-Oh switching in and out, as he pleases, because it's becoming a real problem for my team. But I think I go for the T-Wave first, because if I go for the T-Wave and then the Rocks, it's basically the same thing as just going for the Rocks this turn, but I will have this thing paralyzed, so I'll be able to outspeed it with other, with Reshiram, I guess. I don't think Reshiram outspeeds it naturally, so Reshiram, or no, I did outspeed it. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I guess I could outspeed it with something else, like Giratina, so I could get my Rest off. But here I'm going to set up my Rocks after he burns me with the Sacred Fire, which is annoying, because, it's 50% burn rate, but that's like, whatever. It was going to happen eventually. I mean, he might have gotten the second one. And besides, I probably would have died to 2 anyways, so yeah, not really that big a deal. But I go into Giratina, barely lived the Rock Switch in. I was pretty sure I could live it, wasn't sure, I didn't feel like calcing it, but whatever, I lived it, and I go for the Rest here, which is awesome because I go from 15 to 504 HP in the matter of one turn, so that's pretty cool. But I don't know what kind of build I was running on this thing. I'm not sure if I was physically or especially defensive. I'm assuming it was physically defensive because that would make sense for like Blaziken. Because I think this thing is pretty much built as a hard Blaziken counter. That's really it. And this is where not having Sleep Talk kind of comes back to bite me in the ass because I can't just go for the Sleep Talk and try to Dragon Tail him out. I have to go for the Dragon Tail. And that really sucks because he's going to be able to like 2-hit KO me with the Brave Bird, which isn't great because now I no longer have a Giratina. I mean, I could have rested up again, but I'm going to predict him to go for the Roost since I am asleep and, he can. But he actually just goes for another Brave Bird, which surprised me, and that's actually why I lose my Reshiram, because he Brave Birds me when I expected him to, go for the Roost. I don't know if he had Roost or Recover. I think he has Roost. But, if there is a silver lining to this situation, he does end up killing himself off to Recoil and Life Orb. So that's pretty awesome because now I don't have to worry about this Ho anymore. And yeah, now I just go into Darkrai because I figure, he's pretty fast and I do have the Dark Void, so if he goes into like RCS maybe, I could probably live in Extreme Speed since he's not boosted, and then just Dark Void him, or he could switch out. Yeah, he'd have to put something away as Sleep Water. But here I predicted him to be Scarfed because generally people go into their Scarfers after a double down, but I think looking at this damage from this Fusion Flare, which isn't a very powerful move, it's like base 100, so it's not extremely powerful. But that actually does a lot to my Blissey. I was expecting it to do much less, so I'm actually thinking he's Specs. And I don't see Blue Flare or Fusion Flare on Reshiram too much. I usually see Blue Flare and Draco. I think mine is running Solar Beam and Shadow Ball just as filler moves because all you really need is Blue Flare and Draco since it's perfect coverage. But now I go into Darkrai because I'm thinking he's Specs now, so I figure I can outspeed, just go for the Dark Void, and that's great because now this thing is asleep. And now I'm going to go for the Ice Beam, thinking that he might want to switch in his, what's it called, Dialga, because I think that that's his Scarfer actually, since it wouldn't make sense to have like a Scarfed, what's it called? The thing with the airlock, Rayquaza, yeah, because it does have extreme speed, and I know MVZ likes to run Banded Rayquaza and extreme speed RCS just to like clean up at the end of the game. So I'm just gonna kill this thing with 2 Ice Beams, which is awesome because now it's dead, and now he goes in Dialga, and I'm pretty sure this thing is Scarfed, otherwise he wouldn't have brought it in because I do have the Dark Void. So I'm gonna switch out, I'm just gonna sack my Giratina, so I can get the -2 in special attack. And that'll be awesome because then that'll allow me to live a Draco Meteor from either, well, it'll allow me to live the Draco from when I go into Blaziken or Darkrai. I think I actually go into Darkrai in this situation because, or no, I go into Blaziken because I want to get the speed boost. And I figure that's really my only chance to come back, although I've pretty much got this game lost since my physical wall died, which was Groudon, and I kind of needed him to take E-speeds, but, he's dead, so what are you going to do? I go for the Protect here. Yeah, it's gonna give me +1 speed. But it's not gonna be enough since he is Scarfed, and I think Dialga naturally outspeeds Blaziken. Because Blaziken has a pretty crappy speed stat. I think it's like base 80 or something, maybe less, I don't know. But he's gonna be able to outspeed me. I'm gonna kill him with a high jump kick, which is awesome because now he's dead. But now he's just going to be able to go into Choice Band Rayquaza, clean up the game with that Banded E speed, and easily going to take out my Blaziken at the range of health. I mean, there's really no question. And even Darkrai can't live when he's at like half HP, I think. But he's not going to be able to live it because, Banded E speed from Rayquaza, that's going to do a lot to really anything. I mean, anything that doesn't resist it pretty much, or like anything that's not a Groudon, basically. Or resist it. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, he takes me out. Gets a crit here, which is funny because it didn't matter. But yeah, so it's gonna be a 2-0 in his favor. Yeah, I don't know why I decided to play Ubers. I kind of suck at Ubers. I probably should make like a legit team so that I can actually have a chance. I'll probably start doing some rain because I don't do rain in Ubers like ever. So, yeah, so if you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, rate, comment, subs. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.